Alright, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahushai, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahushai, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahushai, Ka'alam La Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodash, and also give honor to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, and Shalom to all you brothers out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodash. Alright, So this lesson right here is going into something I noticed today, when I was, back to work, after those 7 days in prison at home. Went back to work today, and I noticed something because, the company I work for is one of those companies, that provide food all over Australia. That it's the biggest company. It's comparable to Walmart, should I say. So, one thing I noticed today is really, man, this thing with food shortage is serious, man. It's really serious. And if you're not on your if you're not on your watch, or you're watching to see what's going on, you're not gonna understand you're not gonna understand what the government is doing, all right, or should I say the elite, because they're the ones who's got these puppets doing these things, So, and the company I work for is a big company, man. All right, it's a big company, man, and they work together with the federal government of Australia. So this whole thing, I'm gonna tell you how it is, man. So the last couple days that we have been off, my workplace was sending messages out, oh man, we're busy. It's like there's shortage of staff. And there's overtime every day. There's overtime every day. There's overtime every day. And then, going into that, I haven't been in the warehouse for a while, right? It's fucking quiet in there, man. It's quiet. There's no food. There's no food coming in the warehouse, man. So there's no work for people as well. People like the casuals are getting sent home early. All right, just people. The warehouse is fucking empty. It's super fucking quiet in our fucking warehouse. I'm talking about if they have food in there, like you will see it, but there's nothing in there. There's nothing in stocks, man. All right, there's nothing in the base. All right, so and I was like, I went in today. I was even supposed to go to work. I just went in just to make up next week coming up, make a little bit of money to cover me. But so going in, I'm thinking about, I'm about to do, some, extra overtime hours. But no, man, it's like, nah, it's quiet, super fucking quiet. And people, the rumor going around is that there's no trucks bringing in food, man. You see? So whatever food they have in our warehouse is the food going out. Or whatever the food's coming in, it's coming slowly and slowly and slowly, man. So, to me, when I heard it, I was like, damn. So this thing is is legit, because I went to the stores of here where we deliver, where we pack the food to go to. They were empty. Meat, that a few things missing in there. Like I'm talking about empty though. When I say a few things missing, like it's like it's missing big time. So and the stores are fucking empty. And the warehouse is fucking empty. So ain't shit coming in. All right. And the excuse is lack of what? Lack of drivers. And now when you look outside, you see all these fucking trucks and trailer parked. All right. They're moving, So, to me, man, it's like, if this goes on for another month, all right. It's lucky. If this thing goes on for another month like this, man, yeah, like the store's gonna be fucking empty, man. People is gonna lose it, all right. And I think, man, to me, I pray to you how about Shimi Shah that this thing goes on for another, for a couple months, all right, just to see what these people is gonna do. Because another thing is that the so-called government of here told people to relax, okay, don't panic. Just chill out, it's okay. Things are gonna be normal, all right. Things are gonna be back to normal once the people is out of the ISO. But it's bullshit, because as you see, whatever ISO's doing, whatever ISO's spreading, is making people getting sick. Is making people get tested, getting It's making people test positive. All right. Now we got 20,000 people over here in my state who got hit. All right. That's a lot of people, man. All right. That's a lot of people. You know. And then on top of that, the close contacts, all that shit, So there's something happening right now, man. And if on your watching and paying attention, hey, you're gonna be caught sleep, man. And after seeing it, man, I was like, yeah, man, this is it right here, I was like, this is it, this is the start of this this famine thing, man, Now, like, hey, I could be wrong. This shit might not happen, all right? It might, she might come back to normal. But even that, we know what the scripture says, man, all right? We know what the scripture speaks on that, So let's go get a quick preset right here. Real quick. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 22. It says here, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the food storehouses should suddenly be found empty, man. And that's what's going on right now. Your so-called warehouses are being found empty too, because there's no truck drivers bringing anything in, because they're all under the so-called ISO. If that's even true, because we don't know. All right, because another thing is like the urea too is there's a shortage of that over in Australia. Okay, so the urea too is gonna cause what? Food won't be going. Your so-called, like, when you go into when you go on Google right now, type in the urea, man, you're gonna see what urea does. Okay, the useful of it, man. Okay, the majority, the food you have in your fridge or in your in your cupboard, cupboard or your drawer, whatever, I forget the name of it. When you check that, man, everything in there is urea. Okay, urea, whatever the name is, it needs that. And if you don't got that, like, you don't got it, man. Okay, you don't got it. If you don't got it, you don't, like, hey, like, if this urea is really up like that, as because we know who's behind it. It's the elites. They're the ones who's behind it. So guess what? It's true. It's they're the ones who's causing it. They're the ones who wants to see people come get down on their fucking knees, and people become under them, they want control, man. They want 100% control of people, and they want to be the ones control of your life. Okay, what you eat, how your income is coming in, okay, how you traveling, where you going to, they want all that, man. Okay, your so-called farmers ain't gonna be growing food in a minute. All right. It's like it. So, and when you go here, I was looking up something. It says here, what causes famine? A natural disaster such as a long period of drought, flooding, extreme cold, typhoons, insect infestations, a plant disease, combined with government decision on how to respond to the disaster, can result in a famine. Guess what? The way they're responding to this disaster we're in right now, the so-called, the thing we're in right now, this pestilence, is causing what? The way they're responding to is causing a famine. All right, it's causing a bloody famine, because they are cutting off people. Okay, by saying you got this, you test this, so we need this number of people to go home and isolated, or for 7 days or whatever, So it's they're doing it. Okay, they're doing it. It's working out, and guess what? People can't see it. They can't see that this is it's a man-made famine being caused, man. Okay, and it's gonna get worse, man. All right, this shit here is gonna get worse. Okay, it's going to get worse than people thought, man. All right. It's like it. So let's go ahead and go to the and it's like it, because I've been speaking about this thing, about this shortage food of it, because I work in our area, so if I don't speak on it, it's like what the fuck, I got to speak about it. If I'm in, I'm in. This ain't no fake news coming from somebody trying to do what do you call it? Home, fear homering, fear homering, fear, whatever you call it. This is real shit. Okay, I work in these areas, brothers and sisters. I work in this area, man. I work for the biggest company in Australia, in their warehouses. I know what the fuck is going on. I can see what's going on, man. They're playing games with people. Okay. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then should thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So Yahweh Hashem Yashar, all right, is visiting this world right now, because all these signs we're seeing, this is part of of his coming. All right, famine is a big thing, man. This famine is gonna do more damage than this pestilence we're in right now. Believe it or not, man. Famine is it's a horrible death, man, that you want to die of, man. Look it up. The scripture tells you about it, man. How people would rather die or by the sword, okay, but no famine. Let me see. Okay. It should pop up. Just bear with me. I know there's a precept, man, that says that. I could be wrong, but let me see. I could be wrong, but I know there's a precept, man, that goes into that. Let me see if I'm right or not. Let me see Jeremiah. It says Jeremiah, right? Let me see something here real quick. Jeremiah 14. Let me see what that says. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 12. When they fast, I will not hear their cry. When they offer burnt offering and oblation, I will not accept them, but I will consume them by sword and by famine and by pestilence. All right, so, but which is this also is about to happen right now, man. All you people out there, you're gonna say we've been on highway and byways, but you haven't been teaching the right truth. You've been teaching the wrong doctrine and all that. Where when that time comes, man, the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yashai is not gonna accept your offer, which is you representing your body as a living sacrifice, man. There's a precept in the book of Proverbs, man, how the Most High let me get it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 8. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, but the prayer of the upright is his delight, man. Okay, so yeah, so you people out there, man, who say we're doing the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, this and that. Hey, man. But you ain't teaching the right doctrine. You ain't teaching it in his name. You ain't teaching Yahweh Yahushua. That's the name of the Most High and the name of his son. You saying the MOTB is the some else than it is. Guess what? You're fucking wicked, man. And the Most High is not gonna accept your offering, man. Okay, of yourself. So the Most High is gonna consume you with what? Sword, famine, and pestilence. And right now the pestilence is speaking. Okay, the famine is coming in as well. I'm going to read out one more time in the NLT, right? It says, the Most High detests the sacrifice of the wicked, but he delights in the prayer of the upright, man. Okay, verse 9. The way of the wicked is abomination unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashar, but he loveth him that followeth after righteousness. You see that? And that's the man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashar who's going after righteousness. The ones who's teaching the right doctrine. It starts with the doctrine, man. Okay, it starts with that. All right. But let me see, man. I swear there's a. Let me see something here real quick. Let me see something real quick, man. Oh, here we go. Got it. Lamentation 4 and 9. All right, Lamentation chapter 4, verse 9. This is the book of Lamentation chapter 4 and verse 9. He says, did I be slain with the sword are better than be the suck it. Let me read this in the NLT, man. It says, right, those killed by the sword are better off than those who die of hunger, starving, their waste away for lack of food from the fields. Man, that's you don't want to be you don't want to be fighting, you don't want to die of that death of famine, man. Hunger, man. You're gonna fucking, that's a fucking painful death. Because you go slow, you die slow. But a sword can just take you out in a second. You see what I mean? And that's what's coming upon the earth, man. All right? The famine is coming. Okay, your so-called, your people you trust in, okay? The Egyptians that you trust in, the modern Egyptian, we know that's Esau. You trust in, is about to fucking show to you that, okay, that, hey, he's going, that he wasn't a man to trust in the first place. The scripture tells you that, man. Okay, Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And all this is happening right now. This famine is coming, man. Okay, and all these are the beginning of sorrows, man. All right, that's the beginning of sorrows. Okay, and this devil, he got you people confident right now. He got you feeling like everything is gonna open up again. Everything is gonna be all right. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna move again. Food is gonna be back in the stores. But hey, and no, it ain't gonna be. So, the man of Yahweh Bashim Yashad. That's why we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, man. The watchman. Okay, we warning you people, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 21. Behold, victual shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evil go up upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So all these things are about to happen in a minute. And then, like I was saying before, if I'm wrong, guess what? It's still going to happen. Okay, this shit is still going to happen, man. After seeing what this warehouse looking like, how this shit is like, it's not adding up. I was like, it's coming. All right, it's fucking coming, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says, man. Remember when they said peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon you like a travail woman. Guess what? That also, they might, right now people's, oh man, there's no food, and the next minute they fix it. Next minute they hit you out of nowhere, man. When you're all comfortable and shit, when you ain't worried about none. And right now, people ain't worried about none because the government told them not to panic. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna stop on that, man. I don't want to go too too long with it, but like I'm telling you, brothers out there, man, this shit is about to come out, man. It's about to happen in a minute, real quick, man. Okay, this is what is an example of famine? The definition of famine is an extreme shortage, especially of food. An example of famine is when there's no food and people are starving. Okay, severe hunger, starvation, and all that. So there's a shortage of what? Food. But there's there's not enough people to work and do this now. That's what they're using. And guess what? They're gonna blame who? The ones who are not just. They're gonna blame them. Or they're the ones spreading this, they're the ones causing this. Then it's gonna be nothing but what? Egyptians against Egyptians. Civil war, civil class war, if that's how you say it, it's going to be like that, man. It's going to be neighbor against neighbor, people against, your family against, a family. Oh, you're the one you're the one who didn't want to take this thing. You're the one causing all this issue. You know what I'm saying? Go line up and take that thing, stop it, it's going to be like that, man. All right. So, hopefully that, that was, a message out of what's happening over here, man. Because the news ain't gonna tell you that, but when you see with your eyes, then everything, it adds up, it makes sense, man. So, hey, Shalom and Tabarat Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua. Bashim Kakadash, for showing me the things happening. Okay, hey, so Dawadi How Bashim Yasha. Shalom.